Okay, Joey Nomadic from freaking London. Who cares about what you think, bro?
You just asked me what.
The real scout. The real scout. The real scout, man.
Yeah, man, just for all those Arsenal fans that was in my messages, man. Fuck you, man.
Bro, what Arsenal fans don't care about you like that.
If you didn't exist, bro, I'll probably support Arsenal.
And I would sell the keeper, bro. I would genuinely sell the keeper.
The keeper that J-Man was taking out.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening. Welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundits. I'm J-Man. I'll be your host for today. As many of you already know, unfortunately, an avid Man United fan, but we'll leave that for later on in the episode. Before I get into the pod, just the usual admin. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram, X, podcast.pundits, podcastpundits_. And before we get into the games, let's just go around the room to my left.
Yo, Del Estrada, Newcastle fan here. I think I'm doing a clap.
I was thinking to myself, why has he not said it in the group? But he knew what he was doing.
The rules are the rules, bro.
The rules are the rules.
To it.
Hold on, no, wait. No.
United beat Newcastle beat United.
No.
Yeah, no, we made that agreement. Remember?
He made me stick the ball, but because we kind of went through the process.
He's flip-flapping, bro.
No. Remember, we said you have to choose a team, and he chose Newcastle.
So, but he repped Arsenal as well. So what's going on?
No.
He hasn't outwardly. He just gets involved in the conversation.
Yeah.
We can hear in the passion of his voice that he still has something in his heart for Arsenal. But as it stands,
I'm confused.
As it stands, he has. He makes me sick sometimes as well.
Yeah.
But he actually he's played by the rules.
Listen,
let's do the intros and then.
But on record, he's not supporting
You
Arsenal.
said that last time.
Yeah, we did that last time.
And nothing's changed.
No, but it's the week before you was repping Arsenal, bro.
No, he
didn't rep it. He didn't rep it.
Stop saying many faces, then, bro.
He didn't. He didn't.
No, he said Newcastle fan, to be
one
fair.
face now,
I've
bro.
never said it.
Change your slogan, bro.
I just said Newcastle. For the 3 weeks in a row, I haven't said it.
Honestly, if you play it back, he actually has.
I give it to him. He said he's Newcastle through and through now. So
you're clapping as well, bro.
No. We're all clapping. But if he ever dares to go back to this man of many clubs,
he doesn't need to at the moment over Manchester United. Newcastle's clean above United.
Watch your mouth, bro.
No, I'm just saying because you're threatening him, but you're not really in a position.
Bro, he had 3 teams to choose. So it's all right for some anyway. Moving on to Della's left.
Oh yeah, it's your boy Strives. Some people call me Striver, Arsenal fan. Yeah, man, I'm just here. Ever since we've been recording this podcast, man, this is how I sound, man. I'm just here enjoying football, enjoying Arsenal, I'm
surprised you didn't come with your Arsenal top today.
I mean, for what reason, bro? What am I here to celebrate, bro? I'm just, a normal day at the office?
Okay, maybe you keep that for your other hosting job. Moving on from Strive.
That was the second little thing he's done. Well, I'm not allowed to move up in the world. Like shit.
No, you are. But just make sure they go through your agent, which is Podcast Pundits. Moving on to Dan's left.
Yo, it's your boy Joey Nomadic, Liverpool #1 fan. Here celebrating. I was getting loads of abuse from some Arsenal fans. Strav knows who it is.
Yeah.
But their apologies before the final whistle, man. So man, I'm happy to be here, man. Let's get into it.
Last but not least,
Marley Mal here, fresh back from Amsterdam. Slightly still high, a bit tired, but we're here. Man United supporter, we go.
You saw the game out there as well, because you're an avid fan.
Yeah. Had a zoot at half time and it knocked me out. I didn't wake up until 4 a.m.
I was going to say
a combination of things that probably knocks you out.
No, it was a zoot. It was a zoot. Yeah, when we checked into the hotel, like there was one brother that was like he was checking out and he had like 5 zoots. So I didn't. Obviously, you can't examine what it is.
Yeah.
Bro,
well, he gave it to you.
Don't smoke what you don't roll, bro.
Yeah.
So you might have put some flipping heroin.
PCP in it or something.
Out? You could have a crack spliff, bro.
That's the Mali brother.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, it's a good.
What did the result do that to you? Was it the result that made you just?
I think so.
No, Man United, we have a moment to talk. But,
No, I was going to say good thing you was high.
100%.
It's much better that you was high anyway.
100%.
Yeah, going into the first game anyway, we'll do Liverpool 4, Fulham 3, Trent was the late hero as the Reds leave it late to record a thrilling victory at Anfield. We've come to you, Joey. Wow, what a game. Full of goals.
Outstanding.
But what were your main weaknesses? Because I want to see, because you're probably going to say the same thing that you've always said before.
No, actually, something different, actually. So,
Go on.
watching at the game as well, because I watched it live. Then I've watched some key highlights as well a few times. Man, the defending was atrocious.
Yeah, defending was great.
A lot of people in my Liverpool groups were slamming Kelleher for some of the easy goals that he conceded.
I was going to say you picked up on that, I think, in the last episode when you said...
Yeah. Like he when we first saw him come into the scene, he had a great season, won League Cup and played in the finals in the League Cup, saved penalties in the penalty shootout. So for me, there's kind of high expectation. But this season in the Europa League, he's looked a bit dusty, to be completely honest, man. And I knew that form will come into the league. So we saw that. My issue with the defense is that, guys, you've trained with Alisson, you've trained with Kelleher, you've trained with Adrian. You know these guys, innit? You know what they're capable of. I don't think the defense was playing like Kelleher was in goal. The defense was playing like Alisson was in goal. So you know what? We can afford to let Fulham through a couple of times, because we know that our keeper's going to handle it. But that wasn't the case today on Sunday, innit? So we saw that, man. First goal that we conceded. McAllister's defensive awareness is a bit off, but Trent, who was the guy who was closest to Harry Wilson, who Harry Wilson ran in front of and got that goal, switched off. The defending on the corners were poor. We conceded 2 goals. 1 was disallowed. And then Simicast got dunked on the back post for that header. And I called that it was going to be a goal as well. So it was frustrating because I knew exactly how that game was going to go up until it was 3-2.
Yeah, you put negative energy out there, man. Really, I was thinking, good for you, bro, because you called it into existence.
No, because it happened.
Life of death lays in the tip of the tongue.
Shut up, man. no one asked for a ceremony from Pasta. But no, real talk. You can see every time Liverpool played, it happened in the Brighton game as well, where I could see like we were just on the ropes and we had nothing in the middle, and it was so easy for our midfield to get bypassed. I'm not blaming McAllister, but it's not. It's not. There's a clear pattern that sometimes when he plays and he's not in the right defensive positioning, our midfield gets bypassed.
Yeah.
And so I knew that was happening, and I knew that once Willian came on, who's quite a difficult person when it comes to dribbling, probably one of the best dribblers in the league. I don't know if he still is, but yeah, he came and I knew it'd be a problem. And when they brought on pace for Simicast with Cordova-Reid, I knew that there would be problems. I didn't know he was going to get dunked on, if I'm going to be honest, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it was crazy because I think, like you said, with Kelleher not being great, I kind of think Fulham thrived off that, and your defence, they could feel it.
Yeah.
You know, that energy in the game. They're like, guys, if we go at these people, we can get another goal.
Yeah, no, I think Marco Silva would have gone in saying, look, all the goals that we've conceded have been like super wonder goals, like 9 times out of 10 those goals weren't being scored, so they would have been happy with their defensive performance, because the chances they were limiting us to weren't good enough, in my opinion. And then Nunes was all over the gaff, bro, finishing wise.
Yeah,
didn't know what to expect from him.
Was that because of his hairstyle, or?
You know what? Funnily enough, I think that's probably the best hairstyle he's had. You know, I think he can run with that hairstyle, man. But anyway, yeah, his finishing was moving mad. So Marco Silva wouldn't have gone in at halftime and said, like, what's the chances of them scoring another 2 wonder goals? So be it. That's what happened. But
talk us through the goals, isn't it? For Liverpool.
First goal, typical Trent.
Own goal.
Typical Trent own goal, yeah, come on. Typical Trent. Second goal was Coutinho-esque. I've been waiting for McAllister to do that, because that's what I thought he was coming here to do. It's not his fault that he has to play number 6, but it was good to see for him to like show everyone what he's capable of. What's next goal?
Endo. Yeah.
Never saw it coming.
Yeah, Fowler.
Never saw it coming.
Proved to be able to offer something else other than Fowler.
It's good for his confidence, like that goal. Trust me.
Decent passer. He's shown he's a decent shooter, but his only issue for me right now is that he's a bit hot potato-ish when the ball comes through him under pressure.
Yeah,
and then finally, Cody Gakpo, I thought came on, had a good game.
Yeah, he did.
Done that shot that stung the keeper's hands, which led to the quality finish from Trent. So yeah, it was brilliant goals, man. But again, I think Fulham, they set up well and they gave a good account of themselves.
They did.
And I think, if anything, we weren't good. We deserved the win, but we weren't great.
What are you saying for Darwin?
Darwin's Darwin, man. Like everybody loves him, man. Like even though like
he's gonna for what though?
He's going to be Darwin.
Bro, the guy's entertaining, bro. Like I said it
because you have been loving.
No, I said that. Remember at the start. I don't know if you guys remember when we first started this shit.
Yeah,
I hated him. I hated him because I had money on the line, bro. I had money on the line. I don't want to talk about it, but I had money on the line, so I hated him. Yeah, but then I just saw that this guy's just a raw guy, but he can do some magical things. Oh, sorry, and then that's literally what's happened. We've seen the 2 goals against Newcastle, and then we've seen this game and misses in the Europa League. So we're getting exactly what we're supposed to be getting, not from the money we paid from him. But
we thought he was going to push on this season. Has he done that yet?
I think he has done that because he's scored more goals. He's scored more goals already, and then he's even getting on the end. He's creating more chances for himself. So one of the good signs of a striker that I always hear, like an old football adage, is that when you're not getting goals, you're still in the right places and you're still getting chance after chance. If you're not getting the goals, at least at some point they're going to start turning around. So if you look at the other strikers or the other attackers that aren't doing that, he's still like in good standing, in my opinion, man. But so you just to answer your question, Marley, I'm not happy that he hasn't progressed as much as I would have liked him to at this point, but everybody loves him, man.
Yeah, he's
I think he might need a seat though. Just give him a seat for the next game. Let Gakpo come in top, because you know he can ping guys and he can get the odd goal as well, man. But just to remind Nunes that, bro, like you have to improve.
Is Jota injured?
He's injured.
He's a striker though, right?
He's a striker and he can play on the left as well.
So how many goals has Jota got this season?
More than Rashford.
Yeah, but that's easy to do.
How many has he got? I don't know. What, 6?
I think he's got maybe about 4.
Because
before maybe
we
3
had
in the
the
league.
mic on, I was raising.
Why don't I just check it?
I was raising that I don't think Liverpool's forwards are like firing on the cylinders that we might just assume, because obviously we associate Liverpool with like flowing attacking footy. But when you actually think about it, but they're not. Salah's banging.
Yeah,
the rest of their forwards ain't really banging.
No, our forwards they're in line with the amount of goals they score every season. They're in line with it, bro.
I think they spread them out pretty evenly.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a good thing with Liverpool at the moment. They can spread it out as well.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't got normally I would have I haven't really prepped, but I don't think that they have that many goals. Like your players are guys that you might expect to score your goals. Like Hakpo, obviously he's in the midfield and forwards. I think he's been all right. Jota, I don't think he's got that many. Nunes,
Jota's got. So like I'm saying, Jota usually gets about 15 to 20 a season. So he's definitely on course for that.
Maybe Premier League. Maybe Premier League is where they're, because I think Europa, you're going to stat pad, especially in the early stages. Europa playing these teams that probably work second.
So he's got jobs. He's got 4 in the Prem in 12 games.
That's not bad.
So that's above. He's exceeding his standard expectations. So
the goals are
that's true.
Yeah.
With a couple from there.
No, it was a good game, but I think it was interesting. Klopp did the change. When he brought on Endo for Gravenberch.
Yeah,
and then he pushed Trent a bit more. That I was gonna say, Klopp's got to take a bit of accountability. Nah, he did well, bro.
No, wait, hang on. Just before, he made other subs in it, so he took off Szoboszlai.
Yeah, because all your midfield came off basically, innit?
Yeah, but I think Gravenberch should have been the first to come off.
Right, yeah.
So I think he had a couple moments in the game where he good dribbling and good ball carrying. But Fulham, they did well to isolate him in the game and cancel out his game. But that sub and the change.
So before you talk about that change, what was the midfield before Endo came on with Trent?
Sobo, Gravenberch and McAllister.
So I said that again?
McAllister, DM. Zobo 8 and Gravenberch 8.
No. When Gomez came on,
Joe Gomez
Trent went to midfield. Who was in the midfield with?
He was in the midfield with Wait, sorry, hang on, sorry. What the first two subs was Gomez and
Endo.
No, Endo came on
it was
after.
Gomez and Gakpo.
Oh, that's it.
Gomez and
Gakpo, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when Trent moved to midfield.
Yeah.
So when he was in the midfield, who was he in the midfield with?
So he must have been in there with Gravenberch, Gakpo.
Gavrich and Gakpo.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
put Trent in there.
No, well, Trent was like kind of anchoring in it. But remember,
midfield,
we remember we
McAllister,
pretty much went
Szoboszlai.
all out attack at that point.
Boy, no, but Fulham scored the third goal when Trent was in midfield, didn't it? That's when.
Fulham's, yes.
Yeah, that's when I sent a message. Yeah, because in midfield he seemed like he was.
Yeah, so I don't think his role was to sit. I think his role was to basically
push forward.
push on.
But
Yeah, but that's
if his role wasn't to sit, who was sitting in that midfield?
No, we didn't have no sit because remember, we went all out attack pretty
that's
much
what
in
I'm
that
saying.
game. And then when we got the third, just before we got the third goal, sorry,
they scored.
sorry,
It was 2-2.
yeah. Sorry, then when they scored that goal, I think I'm chatting shit. Endo came in before they scored that. Was it after or before?
No, he came on after.
So I think that was a point that we're going to attack in. Maybe we can still salvage something, but then obviously we got the 2 goals. Yeah.
What do you make of this whole how do you make of your defense? Obviously, this was at Anfield, and it looked like the Liverpool of old, like where it was like rock and roll.
Yeah, so I think again, like I was saying earlier on, they were playing like they had Alisson in goal.
Yeah.
So when the defense has Alisson, we have that freedom to push up
because you know that he might bail
he's
you
gonna
out,
sweep and bail us out more times than not. I think they were playing with a bit of a panic, kind of in terms of knowing that they didn't have Alisson, but they were also under the instructions to push forward, get the other team high up the line, pin back Fulham, and just play like Alisson is there, but he's not there.
Yeah,
and we saw that every time they got through, it looked like they could score pretty much on every situation, innit?
Yeah.
And so I think, defensively, I don't know if you guys remember in the pre-season, we were conceding bare goals.
Yeah.
But every time we were conceding those goals, I wasn't too fussed because it was either Kelleher in goal or some next Brazilian guy I've never seen before.
Okay.
So I wasn't too fussed. As soon as Alisson came in, we looked a lot better defensively and all of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, he's not going to be here for probably another week or so.
Well, how long's Alisson out?
It was supposed to be for the rest of the month.
Okay.
Apparently he was going to miss the Arsenal game, but now I think it's only 10 days or something like that.
Okay.
So he should be back maybe after the next 2 games.
Cool.
And that victory was off the back of the 4-0 win against Lask.
Yeah. Not much to say about that, man. Like, I think it's just, I like to see the younger players and just see what everyone else is saying. Obviously, we saw Gravenberch play that game. Nunes was on the bench. So, it's just good to see these guys get game time and see what they could potentially offer. I think Gravenberch needs the fitness as well. He looked very tired in the game against Fulham.
Is that because he's not basically playing enough, do you think? Maybe just not getting enough fitness under his belt?
I don't think he didn't have a full pre-season with us. And I think just the demands that are expected. He wasn't playing regularly, but when he came to us, and the demands for Klopp is just very high.
So, Arsenal,
yeah, go on.
do you know, because Arsenal are not in the Champions League, I mean, not in the Europa League, I forget the football on Thursdays. So when you said last, I was like, when did Liverpool play? But yeah,
it was Europa.
Yeah, okay.
It's a competition that they have to win. Would you agree?
No. What?
Well, like you're the best team in the competition, no?
So what?
So you got to win the cup, innit?
Is that how all competitions go? The best team wins it?
What do you think?
I think I don't care, bro. I said to you at the start of the season, I don't care about Europa League.
Yeah, right.
If we win it, we win it. If we don't...
Okay, Joey Nomadic from freaking London. Who cares about what you think, bro?
You just asked me what
the real scout.
You definitely
The real
just
scout. The real scouts, man. You don't got to win, man.
You tried to get me. You already have apology there. But no, seriously though, obviously, everybody's hungry for the Premier League, bro. Like,
forget about that this season, bro. Just focus on the ones that you're going to
hear me
win.
out before you start bumping your chest, yeah.
I'm not even bumping my chest.
Hear me out. Everybody cares about the Premier League. Like, when it comes to Europe, like, I think I speak for Liverpool players, fans, when if there's something we really wanted to win, it would be that. I'll take the Europa League if they give it to us, but like, I wouldn't break my neck over it.
You don't think Klopp wants that just for his own like personal
I don't think he
achievement?
cares, bro, man. Like, bro, like, you're a Champions League winner, bro. You don't care. You don't concern yourself with those small matters, man.
Fair dues, man. Talk your stuff.
The Cup Winners' Cup thing, yeah.
Yeah. So is it in theory, it's just basically just making sure the defense is a bit tighter moving forward, really?
Yeah, we just got to find out a way to play with Kelleher because that's our destiny for the next 2 games at least. So we have to figure out a way to be more compact with him in there. Also, Matip is going to be out for some time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I think he jarred his knee. So best centre back in the league this season, Konate came off the bench and
VVD had a decent performance though, even though the rest of them were.
It's jarring though because every time there's like a car crash on a pitch, bro, this guy's always watching from afar. I'm like, I'm kind of getting onto him because I think
you don't see Gabriel do that. You see Gabriel get involved.
Gabriel is always lying on the floor somewhere, bro. Wherever the car crash is.
He's saying he's collateral damage. Nah, that's not true, man.
But VVD, I think I'm onto his current defensive record because it is like his stats are decent, but I think he's been watching some of these wrecks happen from afar.
Bro, I can't lie though, his facial reactions to some of them are funny, bro.
Dunk, bro.
Yeah, his face was like, what the hell?
But even last week as well, like, I mean, I said it, and some people think I was harsh, but that Haaland goal, where Haaland looked over his shoulder, I saw how far away VVD was from him. His eyes lit up on that goal. And I think VVD probably, me personally, if I've seen Haaland doing these things in the season, I'm taking it upon myself to make sure that that guy doesn't score. I'm putting like, and I feel like maybe I'm being childish, but I feel like that's what Saliba does. And that's my only criticism for VVD so far.
I think Saliba's up for those kind of but you know, because he's younger as well. Like they've got that ego and that, so they want to show themselves up against that thing where.
And I think maybe VV like mistakenly thinks he's too big for that, bro. But you have to keep doing that, bro, man. Like for the rest of your career, bro, man. Like.
Fair.
There's people.
Fulham gave a good account anyway, so I think they'd probably be disappointed that you scored a lot of wonder goals.
I've been waiting for another team to take points off Fulham from when we drew with them because they are a very stubborn team.
I agree.
Yeah,
but it's jarring because obviously they were toothless against Man United.
Yeah,
so that's what I was hoping for and expecting because we've got a decent record with Fulham, man. But you
got to remember, all the teams are going to step up for like the big clubs. Like United's not a big club no more.
I hear that. But they came here, they put up a good account, but. Yeah, man, just for all those Arsenal fans that was in my messages, bro, man. Fuck you, man.
Bro, what Arsenal fans don't care about you like that, bro.
Why they in my messages, bro? Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like at least 3 or 4 of them. And
well, big up Liverpool, though, because, I mean, the only loss on your record is dubious at
doesn't
best.
Count, yeah.
You know what I mean? Same for Arsenal as well. So
you don't claim that, but obviously ours is a bit more dubious. Is that fair to say?
Maybe.
Yeah, come on.
Maybe. I'm not giving you that.
Yeah, but I bet it's dubious. Nonetheless,
I mean, I just gave you that. I don't know why you tried to take something away from me, bro.
No, because you tried to jump on my piggyback, bro. But yeah, nice one.
Because Liverpool, they go to Sheffield United next.
All right. New manager bounce. What's his name?
Did they sack manager?
That waste man gone, bro.
He was rubbish, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen any headlines, but I had a feeling he might get sacked.
Yeah, they brought back the old manager.
Who?
Question though.
Chris something.
Chris
Wilder.
Yeah. He wasn't bad though. He wasn't a bad manager.
They sacked him.
Yeah.
I know you bring him back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They sacked him for this guy.
Tough times never last. No, wait, Paul Heckingbottom came in for Wilder.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think.
But do you think whether they sack somebody or they don't sack somebody, that will make any that will have any determination on whether they stay in the Premier League or not?
I think they just do it as a knee-jerk reaction because they're like, boy, if we're not getting any results, we're going to go down.
It doesn't make sense logically because obviously to sack a manager, there's a financial outlay that comes with that. So obviously,
but I think it
has to be a cost-benefit analysis.
Yeah, so
I agree.
And the benefit would be you believe that your new manager is going to keep you in the Prem.
No. He has a better chance because by the looks of it, this Heckingbottom guy's lost the team.
Yeah, he lost the team.
Losing that way to Burnley was a bad loss, isn't it?
Bad loss because that's it was a top of the table clash last season, isn't it? In the Championship. So what has changed so much from there?
Yeah.
And whatever has changed is a failure on Sheffield, isn't it? So
it'd be interesting. You should beat them though, even with new manager.
But sorry, just to answer Striver's conundrum, I don't think they expect him to keep him up. They just know that he has a better chance because...
So what's the point though?
What was the point in even hiring him in the first place, bro?
That's true. He didn't do much. And then after that, you guys are going to Selhurst to play Palace.
Yeah, that's always a tough game, man. Like historically, man.
I think Olise's back as well. So
yeah, but I think Eze was out this week.
Yeah, he
might
was.
be back though. But let's see, and Doucouré.
But you
is
normally
also
do
out
all
for the
right at
season.
Palace, if I remember correctly. You normally
So like sometimes we'll go there, get 8 goals. but
Yeah.
then if you cast your mind back, like it's just the scars are still there, man. So we're just hoping for the best, man.
be interesting. Cool.
Sorry, just an observation. When it's Liverpool, I noticed that some guys don't have nothing to say, bro.
It's like,
Arsenal might really be the most hated club.
yeah, bruv, I swear to you, I was thinking this when I was listening back to the pod. You really get your chance to just,
Right.
you just get to just talk, man.
Even though, while I'm talking, I'm sweating. I'm thinking, I'm getting ready for someone to jump in.
No, I've clocked that as well.
I think that's
man.
the product of playing good football for some time, man, and then just not being a prick about it.
Yeah, that's
agreed.
the key word.
Yeah.
Bro, but this
Don't be a prick,
Joey is probably notably the biggest prick.
Not towards Liverpool. He's just a prick in life. But
Especially towards Liverpool, bro.
No. You're not much of a prick in life, but when it comes to Arsenal,
I don't think
you
I
might
am
be the
neither.
biggest prick in life I've ever seen.
Honestly, I don't think so.
If you didn't exist, bro, I'll probably support Arsenal. I'll probably support Arsenal.
You know what? That is real. That's real talk, bruv.
Fair enough. Moving on to our next game anyway. It was another blockbuster. Man City 3, Spurs 3. Kulusevski's 90th minute equaliser earned Spurs amazing joy in a thrilling game. If I just put it out to everyone, was it wasteful City or Spurs resilience?
Wasteful City, 100%. Do you see the XG?
Yeah, I thought it was
had
crazy.
2 point something and Spurs had like 0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haaland should have got a couple, shouldn't he?
Wait, sorry.
He was bare citizen.
What does XG actually fucking mean? Because
expected goals.
what does that mean though? Because
I feel like it's just developed over the past 5 years.
but
I think
because
it's stupid, bruv.
I think they had like
won.
18 shots though. Like only 4 was on target, but it's got something. It has to do something.
But you know,
with ratios of attack or something.
Son's shot. I'm guessing you wouldn't expect him to score that goal.
What shot?
The one that he scored. Sorry, the goal he scored. The first goal that went through Edison's hand.
Why wouldn't you expect him to score because of the Edison mistake? Or
it's
is that an XG? How do you count that?
No, yeah. I think it's you expect it's a shot on target.
I think it has to. I personally think it has to include big chances.
Because how can it be 0.5
shots.
if they had 3 shots on target and they was
was
3
it?
goals?
Well, they had 3 shots on target.
Well, they scored 3 goals.
No,
So
but
that's
how
why-
many shots on target did they have there?
I don't know. But
yeah.
if you have if you score 3 goals, surely your XG should be 3.
No, that's I don't know. I need to look into it. But I thought expected goals is obviously your chance creation, big chances. So maybe City had a lot more big chances that they spurned versus Spurs, who probably had the 3 chances and they scored it, but they didn't create more than 3 chances.
Yeah,
Whereas
I think
City
that's what he's trying to say.
created- in reality, the score should have been like 2-0.
Oh, so then technically, Spurs must have created 6 chances and scored 3 for it to be 0.5.
No. I think they created less than that then.
For it to be 0.5 though.
But I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'll be back with some research.
Yeah, that's cool. But it was a crazy game. But I think City they were wasteful, weren't they? I mean, Haaland, man, he missed.
Yeah, he had a mare.
I don't even know how he missed that
The open goal one.
Yeah, the open goal one. And to be overall, I think we got to give a bit of credit to Spurs though, because I don't think there were many people thinking that Spurs were probably going to go there and get anything from that game.
No, I thought they would, because remember that's their bogey team. That's Man City's bogey team. So not to say that I expected them to get a result.
Yeah,
I expected them to go and play football.
Andrew's played the same way each time, and now he's got a draw out of it. He's kind of a bit vindicated, although he's not won in 5 games.
Yeah,
but
well, it's better than a loss.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, other than Liverpool, they're the only team to get something from Etihad in the whole year, innit? So
Yeah.
What about you lot's boy, bro?
Who's that?
Mr. Get Hooked at 52 minutes.
Doku. He had he looked like
I knew you was onto him.
No, but
No,
he wasn't. I don't think he was.
I don't
bad.
think he was bad. But
He hit the post, didn't he?
Yeah. I thought he was a bit unlucky with that one.
Why do you think you got subbed at 52 minutes or?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's just to get.
He was injured.
Was he injured?
Yeah, he's injured.
That makes sense. He helped assist one of the goals, isn't it? I say help. The pass before the assist.
But then that goal, the Spurs' first goal, he wasn't really tracking back well, was he?
Yeah, I
He
mean,
wasn't.
yeah.
Well,
He was trying.
No.
No.
It was just poor defending.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he don't even need to telling me he just needs to track back better because you're telling me that
he looked like he lost the flight of the ball.
Yeah. So he should have tried to header it out or kick it out. But Son, obviously a bit smarter.
Yeah, but you're telling me Son's quicker than him.
Son's rapid.
I know that's what this is my thing.
Marty Marder said, I think he probably read the flight of the ball wrong.
No, do you know also as well? Like just because going in an attacking direction for the ball, it doesn't mean you defend with the same pace. Do you know what I mean? So like some people just have more attacking work rate than they have defensive in it. So he's out of his position when it comes to them things, man. So he doesn't know what he's doing, man.
So with Son being the focal point of Spurs this year, are we saying that he's still one of the most underrated Premier League strikers? Because
is he even a striker?
Yeah.
Well, I know what you mean, but let's see, he plays up top. He's
more like
position.
a centre forward at this point, isn't it?
Yeah.
But when you say underrated striker, in what sense?
Because he's doing a lot.
No, but this is his first season as a striker or playing in there as the focal
but he's
point.
their main but he's their main focal point, and he's kind of living up to expectation because a lot of people probably would have questioned it with Kane going.
The question is how does he compare to the forward players out there? Because I don't think anyone doubted Song's ability to finish a chance.
That's true.
I mean, he took a whole season off last year. I mean, but I do make you right though. I mean, his ability isn't in doubt. What's your question again, Dre, man?
Is he one of the most underrated Premier League strikers?
No, I don't think he's underrated. I mean, I've seen from like people out there. You know, I was asking a question in like our social media groups, like whether like you consider Saka to be world class or Jude Bellingham to be world class. I've seen people say Heung-min Son is a world class player, so I don't feel like he's gone underrated by any means across fan bases. Maybe the media don't rant and rave about him so much, but do they rant and rave about anyone that's not English?
Is that what you're referring to, media or like?
Yeah, I think
underrated by who then?
Yeah.
I would say his accolades just overall, because I don't think many people would have.
What are his accolades, bro? He plays for Tottenham. They don't win nothing. And
his goal records, he's been a joint top scorer.
Yeah. But he gets recognised for it. He's
as an attacking forward player. I think he gets people. Everybody in the league rates him. Everybody in the league knows that he's capable of doing something at every team in this league.
I think the way I see it is that Spurs are kind of reliant on him, but he's delivering because he's like their main. He's up top by himself a lot of the time. Do you know what I'm saying?
You do get extra plaudits for that as well when there's a heavy reliance on you and you turn up.
And
we've seen it happen at other teams, and it goes the complete opposite direction.
Because
what's he got? He's on 9 goals,
something
14,
like that.
14 appearances in the league. I mean, it's a tidy return. Obviously, I think a couple of those girls came in one game though. But
exactly, but we're also saying that he might not even be playing like up top. Like you said, what position does he really play?
No, this season he's up top.
Yeah, he's on the left last season or previous.
Yeah, he's in all positions left forward.
But then I think even with Spurs though, he's not really clinging to that one position. He can be a bit all over the pitch.
Yeah, that's because that's how Ange plays, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wild boy.
Yeah, but then ain't Pep a little bit like that? It's like they were kind of going machine for machine with this attacking philosophy. It was just a good game to like witness.
Shout out to Brian Hill as well, bro, man. I think that first goal, he was very composed, man.
Yeah.
Very, very composed, man.
But you know, I think Spurs they have 10 players missing.
Yeah, I was going to say they had quite a few players out.
Yeah, and they can still play football. Yeah.
That's why I think. I call that one late, but that's why I think Pep has to be very, very disappointed in his team because for me, 10 key players out, you have to go out there and your team has to take this team apart at home.
Yeah, but I think it is. I've heard someone else say this as well. They think it's scary that the Chelsea draw against Man City.
No, they won.
Yeah, they drew against Man City 4-4.
Oh, against Man City.
So all these teams, they're going to City and they're scoring this much goals and they're not winning. You would think if you score 3 goals past City, you've won it. 4 goals past City, you've won it. But City, even though, let's put, they're not even at their best, but they're still managing to not get beaten. And I think draws are not what they want at this moment in time, but it's just the fact that did Liverpool lose?
We drew.
Yeah. Can Liverpool take confidence in that draw?
Well, you have to bear in mind we have 5 players missing as well.
Yeah, but
So in confidence from the draw that we had,
Yeah.
100%. Because remember it was at Etihad, didn't it?
yeah, can Spurs?
Yeah, I think definitely.
Yeah, I think Spurs.
Oh no, a bit less because they conceded so many goals. But I think 100%. You're going to away to a team that has a good record at home.
And what about Chelsea?
What was that? Stamford Bridge.
No, I think it was Etihad.
I need to look that up.
Tottenham can be proud of what they've done.
Yeah,
Considering they got all the players out as well, and they're still playing where they're playing. They didn't look different.
I think City are probably. I think Pep Guardiola definitely he's got to be squirming a little bit because although they look quite like threatening going forward or whatnot, they seem a little bit more vulnerable defensively. Like there's always a back door left open. Funny enough, Mr. Joe Nomadic that was ranting and raving about.
He was sick yesterday. He had the flu. Oh, it was Stamford Bridge. Sorry, last game. Yeah,
Who's all that?
Guardiola was.
I was just
sick.
He was
yesterday?
No, he just come back from sickness.
I was thinking,
What, double entendre?
I was so baffled, but that's exactly where I was going because I'm still not over this guy not giving the 2 best centre backs in the league the respect. But
Don't get over it, bro. Everybody knows, like I just said, I would be supporting Arsenal if it wasn't for you, bro. So,
okay,
do you know how we covered?
Cool. So it was an agenda.
But we got to remember as well, like in the Champions League, Man City won, but against Leipzig.
They went 2-0 down.
Yeah, they were 2-0 down. So again, they're conceding.
Yeah, they're conceding a lot of goals or whatnot. The only team that don't seem to be able to take advantage of that is obviously Manchester United, but all the other like big clubs seem to have taken something from them. So
Do you know what's annoying?
United.
That's his 3rd quip at Man United, and I haven't got anything to return. That's really disappointing me.
Honestly, I've come in peace.
I've been counting them. I'll timestamp them later, but I've been counting them, and I haven't got any rebuttals to it, and it's annoyed me. Anyway, move on, man.
So you said about this referee.
Yeah, that's what I was moving on to next. So at the end, it was is it Steve Cooper?
Simon, I think.
Simon Cooper, yeah.
Yeah.
The way he
That's the
went
guy that's the guy that Mikel Arteta was mocking.
Yeah.
Do you remember that when he was doing that?
Yeah.
So Emerson basically fouled Haaland, right? And then obviously Haaland got back up and then went to play the ball. So the referee basically put the whistle to his mouth, didn't blow it, then put his hands up to say play advantage. And as soon as Haaland hit the ball forward to Grealish,
Good ball as
he
well.
blew the whistle and brought the foul back.
Probably mad. He might be a Spurs fan because he was the Simon Hooper guy. I swear is the same ref that ripped Liverpool off.
Yeah,
Spurs as well.
it's fishy. It didn't make any sense. That's one of the worst refereeing decisions I've seen.
Yeah, agreed.
Because that was
on the pitch.
Yeah, because that was going to because
without VAR.
At 3-3, like with this is a pressure game for Man City. Like they're going to score. There's a good chance they're going to score that goal.
Yeah.
It's not worse than the Tottenham Liverpool
I'm not
one.
sure. Do you know
why it's bad? Do you know why it's bad? It's because he went to go and
bad.
blow.
It is
Yeah.
bad.
He actually said advantage, play advantage, and then he blew it.
Yeah, because I think he thought there was no advantage for Grealish. I think it was bad, because of the scale of it. But on the grand scheme of VAR things that have gone wrong this season, I don't think it was that crazy.
It was crazy. Why would you blow it? I don't understand why
you know what?
It looked like Jack Grealish. He thought from his position that maybe Jack Grealish isn't going to get it.
Even if so, why are you blowing it so far?
Yeah. You know what I think?
You have to blow it so fast.
But devil's advocate
you.
here. You see Grealish, yeah? The goal he scored in that game, ends a run of like 26 appearances in all competitions with no goals. But we've been for Grealish, but we've been tougher on, like, sorry to bring it back to Arsenal, but we've been tougher on Pepe for this stuff, on Kai Havertz for this stuff.
Listen,
Grealish scored in that game.
I'm the only one that put the spotlight on him. Me.
Yeah, you have actually. Marley Mar has tried to open a case on Grealish, but bro, like that was his first goal in 26 appearances in all competitions.
But let's not do that. Let's not say
I'm
because he hasn't scored any goals or assists in 26 games. Like he was you can be a key player for a team. He was key. He was key in the last season.
I'm not saying he wasn't a key player, but what I'm saying is, devil's advocate is maybe Simon Hooper maybe he did play the advantage, but when he saw it was Jack Grealish on goal.
No, this is what I was going to say.
This guy ain't going to score.
I think he knew he fucked up.
No, he did. Straight
no, because he went to blow, and then I think as soon as he sees that ball's got through, he's like, "Now I've got to bring this back. That's mad. I should have. In his mind, he's thinking I should have blown the whistle.
That means what are you saying? Fucked up in what sense? Then are you saying that he wanted to help Spurs out?
No, because his first initial reaction was to blow the whistle.
Yeah, but the advantage got played.
That's where I think he thought he fucked up. Like as a referee, I think he thought he fucked up.
But he should have played him.
He should have played the advantage.
I know he should have. I know he should have. I know it was all right.
Because it's not even like he pulled it back to give a card or anything. But even still, irrespective of what you were planning to do, you let that move go. But in my opinion, I don't think Grealish scores anyway. He had too much to do. You had the Spurs players getting back into position, and I don't think Grealish is mad quick.
So you're saying he tried to do Grealish a favour?
I'm not trying to say he did Grealish a favour. All I'm saying is, I'm just saying that whether he gave the advantage or not, I don't think Grealish was going to score. In my opinion,
he would have scored, or he would have got someone sent off, because Grealish likes to win fouls, and he was the last man at that point. So he either scores, or someone's getting a red card in the other team, for sure.
The referee had a mare there still.
Yeah, he did. People get demoted for that, right? You should be in, what, League 2 or what? What are we saying? How far does he go?
No, I think you just get suspension in a couple games or gardening leave.
That's a bad decision, man.
See, always getting all this joy and these luck with the referee decision. VAR. It's hard to feel sorry for.
But then, obviously, I think Pep came out and said, rightly so, like, let's just have it. It was a bad decision, but that's it. I'm not going to cry like bitch ass of him.
Yeah, he said, I don't want to cry like Arteta.
You sucked up.
I don't want to cry like Arteta.
No, he said, I'm not going to do a Mikel Arteta.
Yeah,
but that wasn't.
Didn't he say cry?
That wasn't in the way that you're trying to frame it. What he was basically doing, because Mikel Arteta he's now wearing the shield. He's took the bullets, so that none of the other managers have to. So just use his name now.
Wait, what do you mean? Say that again.
So basically, what Pep Guardiola done, he used Mikel Arteta as a metaphor. Like,
for bitch ass nigga.
Nah, not for bitch ass nigga. And I do not agree with such a language, by the way, listeners. Yeah, but he used that as a metaphor to say that basically, I don't want to do a Mikel Arteta as in to show you lot that you lot are dickheads.
No, to show you lot that
you lot are incompetent referees. I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to cry and complain.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to
use... Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't.
Bruv, think about it. By saying to Mikel Arteta, he said everything he needs to say, because Mikel Arteta has come out and said that the refereeing standards are poor. So he's saying, I'm not going to do a Mikel Arteta because that's what he believes.
No,
he's saying, I'm not going to tell you that you're shit because I'm going to get in trouble. Mikel Arteta's already done.
Telling somebody that shit is complaining.
It's not complaining.
I think he has a point.
You get the point I'm trying to make. This Joey Nomadic guy,
we need to get him off. Somebody who's not a prick.
So what Strives is trying to say is that essentially Pep wants to criticise the referee, but he's not going to, because all he has to do. I know all these guys play for the same team, so all he's going to do is mention Arteta, because we know there was a big issue about Arteta. Just not by me mentioning his name, I agree with him. I think you guys are fucked up. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get in trouble.
Is that what he said? Because I thought I'm not going to do a Mikel Arteta.
I don't want to cry like Arteta.
That's what. Listen,
that's what he kept saying.
Dre, man, because honestly, don't test my patience.
No, what did he say? What did he say?
No, he's just saying, I'm not going to do it.
No, he said, I don't want to compare to Arteta. I don't want to keep comparing it.
No, he did. That's paraphrase.
I don't want to be like Mikel Arteta.
I don't want to do a Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if that's verbatim, but it's closest to from all the versions that I've heard around this table.
I think he just kind of depends
from that he's not saying that he's what you were trying to call him.
But it depends on what you think Mikel Arteta did. Some people think he did what you're saying. Hang on.
Most managers.
No, some people do.
Everybody.
No. Because there's other people who think that he's crying and that he's bringing the game into disrepute.
Name one.
I'm not talking about manager. I'm talking about people that think that. So right now, by saying that he's saying what you said about Mikel Arteta, that's you maybe putting your spin on what Pep's thinking.
No, bro.
But we don't know, though.
No, but he's a manager. He's a manager, as is Mikel Arteta, and he's also felt hard done by and wronged by a poor
things, so he can get over it.
By a poor refereeing decision.
He's won loads of things, so he can get over it.
He's won loads of things, so he knows how. He knows how.
He said, I will not do a Mikel Arteta comment.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So how are you not taking that as positive?
I will not do a Mikel Arteta comment because he's going to be punished if he does a Mikel Arteta comment.
So that's why I'm not going to cry. I'll complain.
No. Hear the wisdom in this, though. Hear the wisdom in this. by saying I'm not going to do a Mikel Arteta comment, he said everything he needs to say.
Yeah.
No,
And now he
So
just
that way he won't get in trouble, but at least
No,
but you know, just by that saying that,
So what we say?
You get what I'm trying to say?
Obviously, he's disgruntled and
he's disgruntled and he's basically saying the referee's a jackass.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say a Mikel Arteta comment.
I'm not going to
Otherwise, you just say,
But they're shutting there. They're shutting there for Mikel Arteta.
not sure.
You're trying to make it a shot.
Hang on.
You're trying to make it a shot.
Hang on. Let me finish trying to make it a shot.
He never asked for no replay, did he?
I'm just
Did
saying.
Mikel Arteta ask for a
I'm
replay?
just saying.
You supporting
Good point.
Liverpool
Good
have
point.
no bloody right.
No, if he said a Jurgen Klopp, I would agree with him because Jurgen Klopp was moving like a bullshit.
he's a bitch ass.
And so was Mikel Arteta.
No, it
Let's have
wasn't.
right.
No, let's
so
not have it.
I personally think he's saying, listen, I know the FA. If I do what Mikel Arteta did, the FA is going to get. Hang on, let me
Who was more
finish.
bitch assy? Who was more bitch assy? Klopp or Mikel?
Shaz, let me finish. I think he's saying basically, if I do what Mikel Arteta did, I will get in trouble.
Yes.
What he did, some people think what Mikel Arteta was bringing the game into disrepute.
So do you think he was cussing Mikel Arteta?
That's why he got fined. And so I'm not going to do a Mikel Arteta. I'm not going to do that, bro. Because he doesn't rate them things.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think it's that.
Yeah, exactly. You try to feel like
Open to interpretation. Open to interpretation.
The commentator
said it's still open to interpretation.
No, the commentator asked him a leading question, and he said next question, and then he was. I think the reporter tried to.
So he didn't want to bitch and cry about it.
Like, I will not do Mikel Arteta comment.
Yeah,
you're not going to draw me out. You're not going to draw me out.
Marley Mar, he could have just said, I'm not going to comment on the referees further because I'll be in big trouble like Jose Mourinho said.
But he said
Mikel Arteta, but the reason is because he's sending it indirect.
No, bro, that's his closest rival. He's like, fuck them niggas, bro.
That's also his boy as well.
Nah, they ain't boys anymore, man.
Make sure all your kids don't grow.
But speaking of referee, I think the way the City fans reacted to that decision, I think they've now been fined.
The City fans.
It's about time.
Haaland and all that.
They did it against Liverpool as well. Like,
So
when
what happens to the referee then, bro?
Liverpool got fined.
No, I don't think. I'm saying that City reacted in a similar fashion, like surrounding the referee.
For the goal that got disallowed.
I can't lie. The memes for Haaland going out online are funny, man.
No, but they're moving mad though. Like they're actually trying to suck the emotion out of all the football. Like
No, but you know what, I agree.
Like the decision is bad. Like how do you expect people to react? Like that's,
Nah, true. I agree, but what it is we don't. I personally, I don't see Man City get punished enough, so I can't lie. On this particular occasion, I side with them, but I side with the fact they're getting fired.
The referee needs to be suspended at least for one game, man.
The league gonna make up for it when them charges land. Don't worry about that.
When it happens like that, shouldn't how do you weight the punishment though? Because like obviously the punishment is happening for a reason, bro.
Exactly.
So you have to go a bit light on those kind of punishments. Like you lot are saying, yeah, they get punished, man, but that's crazy, bro. You can't make decisions like that, and then everybody just, okay, well, that's the game.
Still waiting to find out what Mikel Arteta's punishment is.
So just I was reading something, and it was saying it was a range of like different journalists talking about City's reaction, and they're saying obviously Haaland can't react like that. It doesn't matter how the referee done whatever.
I think
players just shouldn't act like that.
Go on.
And was it you that said about the emotions? Yeah. Football's coming. You can't do or say anything.
I think you can react like that, but I think when you're going and he was almost. Well, did he go up to the ref as well? Yeah. I think.
How do you expect me to react like that?
Listen.
I'm almost through on goal. I think we could score a goal to win this game.
They just need to put.
How's they to react?
He ducked out and got his phone and tweeted so rapidly.
Yeah. They just need to lean to AI and robots, bro. Because clearly the reason why they're saying that is because. They're like the referees. They're sensitive, innit? They're bitches, bro.
I'm not, but we need that. We need that.
If we put a robot on the pitch, it'd probably be better, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course it will, because it's not emotional. There's no emotion and there's less logic. It's just zeros and ones.
Reminds me of that.
We need that emotion.
We need like a robot, like you remember in Rocky where Paulie had that robot. Happy birthday, Paulie.
I know you were trucking up ITV4.
Hey, that's a sick film, you know.
Yeah, proper. But moving away from that, City have got Aston Villa next, which will be a good game. I think
Aston Villa are like really chasing the pack, boy.
No Rodri, yes.
Exactly.
Oh, is it?
Donkey might be
got suspended again.
Who?
Rodri.
Yeah.
Damn.
Five yellow cards.
Yeah.
And then they play Luton after that, which should be.
Where is it?
City
away.
No, they go to Luton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Is Villa Park? I mean, are they playing at Villa Park or the Etihad?
That one
it should be at Villa Park because they've been at home for the last
it's at Villa Park. That one as well.
So I think Arsenal and City are both playing Luton in a row. I think there's potential for one of the teams to drop points there.
Hopefully, will be City because Arsenal will do it first.
But who do you prefer out of your 3 teams that you're not allowed to support anymore?
In terms of basically, you see, if you run a business here and you got three organizations, sometimes you got to give money from the one that's overperforming to the other one that's not.
To Newcastle.
Yeah, so basically on this occasion, I would like Arsenal to win the league.
You're jeopardizing your clap right now. That's what I'm saying. You're jeopardizing it, bro. The game hasn't. The game hasn't.
Marley Mar, I don't know why you reminded him. I don't know why you reminded him. This is a great segue. We're moving on.
Wait, guys.
Next game.
We signed it on the dotted line that he's a Newcastle supporter. But you can like other teams as well.
All right.
So based on what they are competing for, this is how I've always done it. When Newcastle's trying to get relegated, I need a Newcastle to beat Arsenal. If Arsenal's trying to get Champions League, I need Arsenal to beat City. to beat Newcastle. It's always been like that. So right now, for my 3 organizations, I would like this team to win it and this team to take a back seat.
You're not focused, bro.
It's basically sending the HR manager from one company to another company.
You're sending money around, bro.
That's called fraud, bro. You know when you go from all these companies, bro.
Fraudulent behavior, bro.
If you have 3 organizations,
man,
and one's doing well, you'll take money from the one that's doing well and give it to that one. That's what
bro. All I'm saying is two of those companies need to be dissolved and you keep one main company.
This is conglomerate.
So if you had 3 businesses.
No, I get your logic that you're peddling, but bro, man, this isn't 3 businesses, bro, man. This is.
I'm confused.
You're jeopardizing your clap, bro.
No.
All right, let's move on to that game anyway. Let's move on to that game. Newcastle 1, Man United 0.
The question that you asked wasn't between Newcastle and Arsenal. It was Arsenal and Man City.
Yeah.
So hold that.
All right, 3 businesses, yeah.
Wow, you know what, Dennis? They need to get their last up, man.
Yeah, we have to. We're moving on to Dire Straits right now. Gordon's goal moves Eddie Howe's side up to 5th with a win at St James's Park to add more misery.
Joey Nomadic don't rate.
No, I still don't rate him, bro.
But let man finish.
Sorry. To add more misery to ETH. Should we just get this clap over and done with?
Wait. This has to be introduced properly.
Don't make a big deal.
No.
Boys, don't make a big deal. Jeopardize the clap.
Wait.
I've already.
You know what? I'm with you this time, Marley. You don't ever police this maniac.
No, I'm just saying because there was just it wasn't introduced and they was just gonna start clapping.
No, I was introduced, bro. I introduced the game.
No.
Why would I not?
And explain why you're about to clap.
Yeah. So you have to tell the listeners because
so how we
in for it all treat.
Okay. How it goes is obviously if teams play, if we play against one of our rival clubs and whoever comes out on top, we basically have to give them like a clap, a round of applause for the winner.
Who played?
It was Newcastle, Man United.
And who came out on top?
Newcastle did.
God damn it.
So as Del Estrada represents Newcastle, and Marley Mar and Dre
Newcastle and only Newcastle.
Henceforth.
But you know, if you go and clap.
So he's.
Oh wow! Personally, I wouldn't clap after that. I wouldn't clap after that.
The thing is, he knows how I am already.
I laugh,
and he knows that's not going to work.
What's not going to work?
I laugh because don't worry. So the round of applause needs to be. That's quite mature.
Well done, Dre.
What rules do they have? Rules are rules.
No, that was mature because the last time they were doing this. So you couldn't hear the clap.
But to be fair,
isn't that what Strives did in one episode? Though? Do you remember?
Sorry, Strives and freaking John Boy. And by the way, I gave a round of applause because I don't clap for guys.
Pause. I respect.
What was I going to say though? How many times has Newcastle turned over your team this season?
I know, man.
4 times since.
But the main one when we won the cup,
they didn't when it count.
Yeah, when it counted.
United can't carry back cups now.
Listen, it's the final, bro. We walked up them steps in Wembley, bro. So relax.
Yeah, so
Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew gave you the trophy.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, so I would say the Marley Mar, the 1-0 scoreline kind of flattered Man United really because it was all Newcastle, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was deep into sleep when that goal went in from the Zoot, obviously. But the first half looked, it was aggressive, man. It was all over us. We looked disjointed. Like players don't look like they cared. Obviously, we're hearing reports today about 10 losing 50% of the
Dressing room.
The dressing room, yeah. Apparently, it's been reported in numerous sources at this point. But it's visible. Like we've said that for like the past couple of weeks. Like the players genuinely don't look like they're playing, and like you've got like.
Is that a cop out though? Do you think?
The players,
no, like to say, oh, he's losing the dressing room. Like,
I think it's a cop out. But at the same time, I like this is genuinely such a vicious cycle. We've been doing this like so many times since Sir Alex, bruv. Like we start well, with a new manager, then they drop off, then the manager loses his job, and then the new one comes in.
The same cycle,
and then they perk up, and but we've got this like the same. Like ingredients that are doing this, bro. Like you got the Martial seems to always find his way back in the team. Lindelof always seems to find his way back in his team. Maguire finds his way back in the team. McTominay finds his way back in it. Like there's consistency.
But Tominay and Maguire, they're kind of fighting for the manager.
That's what people
I think that's
say,
what
but it's still not good enough, bro.
Wait, sorry, who? McTominay and Maguire?
Yeah, and then he mentioned Martial. Martial has kind of been like he kind of gives you that nonchalant aura.
He's been coasting, bro.
Roy Keane said he scores one goal every 14 years.
Yeah, Roy Keane's
his record is crazy. You know, I don't even think he's clapped 100 goals yet, and he's been there for eight or 9 years.
Yeah.
But
sorry, you said some of the players. No, you said McTominay and
Maguire.
I don't know what's playing, but obviously they're not.
No, Daniel said they're playing for the manager. But
I said they're playing for the manager, but you said obviously they're not good enough. But sometimes isn't it the characters that you need in your team? Maybe the players may not be good enough, but if you had players that are willing to follow instructions and do exactly as I tell you and just run.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a lot better
but when you consider, I mean, they're not good enough for where I see Man United being like at the top,
you got to start from
top of the table or fighting for Champions League. At the minute, like they're doing what they should be doing, and where are they? Sixth?
Yeah, let me just say something. Those are not the players that we should be looking up to.
Yeah, not
like the Rashford.
Who should you be looking up to?
No, like someone like Rashford. That's who like the team should be looking up to, and he's just playing rubbish.
But to your point, to what Marty Mar said about the players that Strides mentioned who are doing it for
Man United,
Man United are not the ones that they're not good enough. Obviously,
no, they're not.
And my rebuttal to that is. Those are probably the players that you guys need right now.
Those guys are giving their heart, but I'm saying that the players that are in the team that we should be looking up to, maybe even like your Brunos. Okay, Bruno hasn't been too bad. I won't. But even like someone like Rashford and especially Martial, they need to be fighting for that badge for the money that they're on.
But evidence has shown that they will not fight for the badge.
Yeah.
So what you guys need to do is bring players that will fight for the badge and sort of like. Accept that you're not a top 4 team right now.
No,
and then work your way back up because Arsenal did that.
I agree with that.
Sorry, just to go with what Della's saying as well. One thing I will say is that McTominay and Maguire, I think they'll do that regardless of who the manager is at the team.
Yeah.
And that's unlike the other guys that you're talking about, for example, like the Bruno and the Rashfords and the Varans. If they're not feeling the manager
Bruno in that, because Bruno kind of.
Sorry, I include Bruno in that as well. He'll give the same inconsistency in terms of like.
Inconsistency.
Yeah, because like sorry, for example, he'll do a screamer one game, and then some games he'll be trying loads of stuff, but it just doesn't come off.
He'll do the screamer against the smaller clubs. Clubs,
no, that's not true. He's delivered in some big games.
So that game, to give you a list of games that you guys have lost.
Oh wait, Della's got
last 2 years.
He's got a press pack.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah.
So where were Bruno in those games?
But I don't know.
That's the point. That's the point I just made. But in the small games, he's doing whatever he wants to do. In the big games, show up.
But do you think that that's manager contingent though?
No. When Joey questioned,
I said inconsistent, and then he's just using it as an. But yeah, sorry, Bruno. I guess he'll give the same level, depend whoever it is.
Yeah.
But these guys, when they see that their team's not doing great, they're going to grind out results for you.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't really look to the more expensive guys or the more technical guys.
I think
they're prima donnas.
Did say it before in the last episode that ETH should have stayed in the stand, and sticking by that at the moment.
50% are that have lost faith in ETH. Varane,
is it 50%?
Casemiro,
yeah, Varane,
Casemiro. 10%.
Martial, Sancho, Rashford.
Rashford's lost faith in.
Based on his recent performances, it kind of looks like he's not really.
Because apparently his cousin died as well. Did you read that? Rashford's cousin.
And his brothers on a madness as well.
Yeah.
That could be true.
Yeah.
But
What's that? What could be true?
so it could be you've lost your faith in the manager, but that just it smacks of lack of professionalism.
Yeah,
And
agreed.
We've
This
always
is it.
spoken about Rashford just being immature. Like, if whatever's going on in his personal life is affecting him, fair enough. But if we're not talking about that and we're talking about the manager being the issue, which I think is the biggest issue for him, it's not good enough.
Yeah, no, I agree. He has the same kind of characteristics in terms of like I would say how he looks on the pitch at the minute, as you know, people painted a brush of like Jesse Lingard of being like mad, immature. They do seem like boy. They don't like when you listen to Roy Keane, like he's talking sense. They don't look like men. Like they don't look like the players that are going to go on the pitch and
give it all.
But if that's the case, then why do United keep on giving these players the money?
I agree.
We know why as well.
we know
man.
why.
The leadership has been
it's
gone
dead, bro.
since
It's
Alex
dead.
Ferguson's gone.
Bruv, it's been dead for a minute, bruv. You think about all the contracts we gave to like brothers like Phil Jones that never played ever, bruv. Like
So
decisions that we made.
So whose fault is that?
Whoever's writing the checks,
Whoever's
bruv.
the steward at the club, man.
And do you think they write the checks without the manager saying I want these players, or the manager has to say I want them? Right?
I don't always think that what the manager has to say on like the length of contract or the wages that they're going to get.
I think Rashford's last contract was signed under Ollie?
More likely, yeah.
Okay, so that one I sort of understand. But
Yeah.
then
It wasn't. Rashford's was ETH, because remember ETH came out and said he wouldn't do.
That's his latest. That's his latest one.
His latest one.
His latest one. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like as a manager, the conversation you'll probably have with owners. Owners are all right. We're thinking about renewing Rashford's contract. Do you want it? Yeah, of course, bro.
You'd say he's an important player, so
Of course, especially after
the
last
negotiations
season,
would reflect that. But to Marley's point is the length of contract, and it just seems like United are getting taken to the cleaners. In
Yeah,
the
salaries.
negotiations.
Yeah.
Consistent.
I think what's happening is that obviously they're coming up for renewal, and they're like, well, we have to give this guy a good salary, otherwise he's going to go.
He's
Yeah,
had a good
100%.
season.
And they haven't done what most clubs do in terms of scouting replacements. So
Agreed.
then they're struggling. All right, we can't let him go because then we're going to be stuffed. So let's just give him what they want. I feel that cycle happens consistently with Man United, and it looks like it's going to cost another manager his job, bruv.
Yeah, that's the way it looks. They look like they've down tools now, and I think it's only a matter of time for ETH, to be honest. It's sad, but
I don't think that's what's costing him the job.
Yeah,
I think that's unfair.
His results have been terrible.
Yeah,
when you look at his results, and then like you consider like what Ollie was rubbish for, like playing like Fred and McTominay, being soft on the players, like bro, like 10 isn't like he's not pulling up any trees right now. Let's be honest.
Because United have not won any of their last 13 Premier League away games against the team starting the day in the top 8 of the table.
Yeah,
That's a bit mad.
but I think right now United, Newcastle are probably what United want to be. You know, they've got the money, but even though they've got the money, they're still.
But
making
Newcastle
smart
remind
signings.
me of like a team that something like Ferguson would do. It's a bit mad, you know, like they've got like a few good, decent players, and then they've mixed in a few youth, a few like a bit unknowns, and they're gelling.
That's exactly what I'm saying about, obviously going back to the same point of someone saying having the right players. The players at Newcastle right now are players that are going to run when it hurts.
Yeah.
And there's a few players out there who's got, it's mixed with a nice blend of youth, British core, a bit of flair. So
Yeah, Man United's strategy since Sir Alex Ferguson's clearly changed. Like, because obviously under Sir Alex Ferguson, we used to buy the best in the league. And when you look at the teams that are played like playing well right now, Arsenal, they've got Declan Rice, player from the league. Man City, they go through all the teams and take best players in the league. Liverpool do it as well, and a lot of the time is you don't actually have to spend that much money when you're doing that. Like go to the like lesser teams, the teams that might have got relegated, pick their best players and bring them to your squad. Right now, Man United are signing from so many different leagues. You're bringing them to a new league. They're struggling. They don't know how the football's played. They're not being able to keep up.
What players would you keep?
Right.
What players would you keep at United?
Bruno, Shaw,
Yep.
Wan-Bissaka as a squad player. I think we need a new right back as a first teamer. Obviously, Maino.
Yeah.
McTominay, keep him as a squad player. Rashford time might be up. If we could get good, like 70 million, 80 million for him, I would let him go. Yeah.
Martial would let him go.
Oh yeah, for free.
You wouldn't let Rashford go for 50?
No, not for 50.
You
How much
mentioned
for?
Garnacho.
No,
Yeah, Garnacho can stay.
No, how much for Rashford?
Oh, you said 70.
78.
70.
Yeah.
I
mentioned
think it'd be
Højlund
pushing.
either. Like,
Højlund will stay for sure.
Yeah, Højlund will stay.
20 years old. Yeah, he's 20, bro. He's 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
But considering that he was 70 million.
so what do you make of that?
yeah.
Because he still hasn't scored a Premier League goal. And
No,
he
he-
cost you quite a bit of money.
He hasn't, but when you look at our team, we've scored 16 goals in the Premier League in total anyway. So I don't think we're creating like good enough chances for him. I don't think Rashford's helping him out. But then obviously, then you look in the Champions League, and obviously you can see that he can score goals, decent goals at that. So yeah,
And I was going to say midweek as well. Sorry, Galatasaray. I think when we took him off, I thought we looked woeful, man.
Yeah.
We lost like the impetus because he was pressing hard. Galatasaray took him off, and then the game changed, and then it was
there've been a lot
3-3.
of pauses. I've been holding them back, but that was a good catch.
So you man stand with the players or the manager? Just it sounds like-
The manager
It's a mixture.
has definitely
Not done himself
he hasn't looked as well as I'd like him to look this season. But what I would say is I want something to change. I don't want it to just be the manager now. Like something has to change. Like
But
you need to break the cycle somehow.
Sorry to piggyback off of that comment. You said I don't want it to just be the manager. So that tells me that you would like to see some sort of change with the manager.
Who though?
As in
My question after that would be:
There's a lot.
obviously, we've had like Ralph Ragnick say that you lot need open heart surgery,
Yeah.
whatnot, and to me, that doesn't say the manager needs to be.
I mean, I feel like the problems at Man United are like well.
because he still won you a cup and finished in the top
But let me-
three.
That's what I'm saying. Obviously, you look at last season and you think, all right, we've got enough in the team to obviously deliver. Right now, again, I would say it like the players visibly they don't look like they care at the minute.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, and we're just going to assume it's because Ten Hag is authoritarian, as they say.
I like what Della's kind of hinted at earlier on when he obviously spoke about Tottenham still playing the football that they play with like 10 players missing. And yeah, that might look as a dig to Erik Ten Hag, but I think that's more of a dig to United as a club, because like Ten Hag got a tune out of these horrible players until they decided I'm not gonna show up. They down tools. We had an argument about what down tools mean.
Why did they decide that though? Why do you think they decided that?
But they do it to every single manager. So
Yeah.
for me, it's not an Erik Ten Hag thing.
It's the combination.
I hear
It's a combination.
I think
You
it's
get what I mean?
I think it's a
They
combination.
didn't stop playing for Oli.
Bro, like,
No, I think they did.
No,
They did.
'cause I
Remember
think-
when they were booing him and Bruno had to go to the stands and say stop booing him.
Yeah, no, I thought at that point, I think,
us.
Yeah.
but I think United were just bad. Honestly, because when I looked at Oli, I didn't see how they were playing good. Sorry, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's the same thing it was with Oli, because with ETH, I think these guys have just gone out there and they've played football and they've hoped for the best. And it's caught up with them in both cases. It's the first season, no pressure on the Oli. Go out there, play comfortably. You do all right. But then now is the second season where you have to build on top of that, and you actually need some tactical ability and some nous out there.
Yeah.
And it's neglected Oli, and it's the exact same thing for ETH, because as Della said, we're not seeing any style of football play.
Yeah, I do think at this point as a players, I genuinely do think as players. I think obviously you look at Varane. Varane's obviously pissed. Like, he's been on the bench for time.
To be honest, I think we miss Casemiro.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, we do, man.
No,
I think we do.
It'll be exactly the same thing, bro. Like you're just gonna miss a bit more. What's the word when you don't listen to what your boss says? There's a term for it, bro, where you just basically you undermine their authority, basically.
Be disobedient.
Yeah, like it would just be more powerful people disrespecting the manager. And I think the issue here is that Zlatan said it in his interview with Piers Morgan. Is like, you can't come to Man United and manage these players in the same way you manage these young boys at Ajax.
Yes.
You can't do that.
True.
You can't be an authoritarian with brothers who's like won 5 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, because
And
when with that comment exactly, yeah, I was thought of like brothers like Ancelotti. Like, you know, Ancelotti doesn't come in and just reinvents the rule book. Like, he just lets people crack on, bruv. I know what I'm doing. Do you do your thing?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
But I think that there does need to be a bit of a balance. You know, he does need to assert some authority, but I feel maybe the way he went about it probably wasn't the right way. And personally, I think I'd like for him to at least have a third season because first season was okay, second season not so good. Third season, that's when we can judge you properly.
Yeah, agreed.
But
Do you want to see him have a third season just so we can see United in the bottom half of the table?
I think
But
I want him to have a
United
third
are,
season as well.
United
I think he
are,
deserves it, to be fair.
United are literally, they're going to be in the same roundabout. Just
Exactly.
go. So we've tried
something different.
Yeah, we've tried second managers all the time. So now, how about we just give a manager a bit more time, but we get rid of more of the core.
Exactly. That's my point.
But then, fair enough, Maguire's holding out and he's doing well now. But players like Maguire and McTominay, you got to sell them for 20 million.
I'm going to be honest. You got to get rid of Rashford as well, bro.
Yeah.
The players I would get rid of, I would actually sell Rashford to hopefully get a good amount of P's for him, and I would sell the keeper, bruv. I would genuinely sell the keeper.
But the keeper that J-Man was bigging up in the last episode.
Why would you sell him?
He's not good enough, bro. He's not good enough. And I've been I've always said it, like I don't think you can build anything with a shit keeper. It's impossible. Like, and I'm not saying he's shit, but he's not reliable. Like, you can't win stuff and be anxious about your goalkeeper. And right now we're anxious. True. He's made a lot of howlers this season. And then when you look at the goals he's actually conceded as well, a lot of the goals he's conceded, he should have done better. A lot of them. Like the
Arsenal one, where that's where I created that rule that if you get your hand to it, you got to be doing better.
Bruv, listen.
But at the same time, the team are doing a bit nuts. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know when they say, "Oh, you can build confidence from your keeper," but I think it's both ways now. Neither of them have confidence in each other. Do you see what I'm saying? So the keeper don't have confidence in the defense, so the defense have no confidence in the keeper. Proper mess.
A lot has to change.
So you say Onana gone, Maguire and McTominay gone as well.
No, I'll keep McTominay.
Rashford,
I would put Rashford.
No, I think his time might be up.
The reason I put Rashford up is because at the minute he's our marquee player, and I don't think he's delivering enough to be a marquee player.
For me, I think he underlines shit period at United.
It's Rashford and Martial. Get Slink, because those are the consistents. Like, get rid of those, and obviously also get rid of your flat cap.
You know what it is? I think with even when your team's doing badly, is that
you catch that?
You need your players to just be putting in a performance.
It's just not in it. His flat cap in his turtleneck.
And I don't think United are putting in any performance. Like, I can't see any players that are kind of like standing out for me.
So Rashford's my boy.
He's
got receipts.
No.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Rashford.
But he's been poor. Like, people could talk about last season, but last season it was in patches. Second half of the season, I think it was okay. First half,
he was dead.
First half was dead.
Yeah.
No.
First quarter.
First quarter was dead. Then he went to the World Cup, and he came back and he was good.
He was decent before the World Cup because that's why everybody.
Then came back just after the World Cup. He was good. Then towards the end, he just fell off.
Yeah.
But I just saw he's last, let's say, 7 years.
It's not good.
So his first season, 11 appearances, 5 goals. Next one, 32 appearances, 5 goals. 35 appearances, 7 goals. 33 appearances, 10 goals. 31 appearances, 17 goals. That's his best so far.
And then 15.
Then 37 appearances, 11 goals. 25 appearances, 4 goals.
Yeah.
That was 3 seasons ago. The season before that was 35 and 17. And this season is 13 games, 2 goals.
Yeah. The thing is, how many goals in the Prem though? Because it's just
one, isn't it?
It's one in the Prem.
Might be one, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Finish.
And oh shit, that's all competitions. That is terrible.
And the thing is, you look at those stats and you just like think of like how Pep would deal with that. Pep, bruv, you're doing 2 seasons of that, bruv, and you're out of here, you're out of town. Like at United,
not really the most expensive player at your club.
Absolutely not, bruv. Like, you think of the players that Pep has bought, like the Fernan Torres after a season, and he actually played.
He was in okay.
Bruv, he's sling his hook, bruv. These players are.
I think Torres wanted to leave though. I don't think Pep wanted him to leave
because he's not getting enough game time, bro.
But what I will say is that, I hate to be the guy to say it, but I fucking told you so. This is what I've been saying for the last, how many years, Trevor?
Probably the 9 seasons he's been here.
I've been saying that since the first season where he came in, bro. He showed something.
You don't package your opinion right, bro.
Maybe that ETH by the looks of it. But that first season he came in and showed that this guy is a striker, had good movement, and then he just regressed.
He had that spurt against Arsenal. We made everyone famous. And
no, because remember it was Europa League where he got his debut goal in game, innit? And he was looking sharp. And from then he was looking sharp.
Arsenal that he became Rashford.
No,
I don't know. No,
he's got
on his
debut.
debut. Yeah, on his debut, he looked the part. for me. And he, like I said, he hasn't matured. Like his ability has not increased since then. Like he's the same
Some
guy.
people think he's still like, and he actually is. I'm saying some
17.
people. He's still a good player. He is a good, decent player. Like, but maybe he needs a team like, I don't know, like who.
Bolton.
Lev used to say Villa.
Who talking about
Villa,
Rashford?
yeah, Rashford.
Of course, Rashford's a good player.
He's a good player. He started off as a good player, and I think he's the same level now.
No, you see, my defense for Rashford is, because he broke into the team very early. I think since he's been in the first team, he hasn't really been coached as much as he should have.
That's a good point.
Like when he came under Lewis Van Gaal, you can tell that's when he's probably
Then Van Gaal got sacked, innit?
But since then, it's like everyone's come and it's just like they've demanded something from Rashford.
Yeah.
And they've made Rashford the poster boy, and it's like
I thought
there's less development.
only I think Ten Hag was the first to actually make him the post after Ronaldo. Like now you take the baton, you do you're the Rooney of the club.
So I don't mean poster boy like that. I just mean they've seen him as a first team player, as opposed to being like a youth team player that just broke into the team. So, but over the course, because he hasn't developed, he's remained stagnant.
He's stagnated, isn't he?
Hacking players like, bruv, he's well ahead of Saka.
Yeah,
but they're no longer in the same league.
Nah,
and even this Johnson guy for Spurs. They're not on par anymore.
There was a period where he was in. People were talking about him and
Mbappe,
Jesus, and Dembele.
I think that's what. And
Foden, I think,
his
as
main
well.
problem. He doesn't.
That's been to his detriment.
He doesn't play with fear like of being dropped at the minute. He's too comfy. I think you can be too comfy, and I think that's where he is right now. He knows he's always going to play every week.
He's on 350k.
Yeah, he's on 350k, bruv.
That's your theory, innit, man?
Bruv. Listen,
the salary is crazy.
So I know you want to move on, but like you're trying to move on without shining any light on Newcastle, my guy.
No,
That's
exactly.
your job, bro.
Am I going to talk over everyone?
Sorry, can I?
He makes me sick, you know. I
Let me just say something as well.
Host.
Della, you made a point as well that Newcastle have got the right balance of players, but even the Brazilian guys, bro, they probably do some of the most running.
Yeah.
And that to me is when your manager packages his opinions right. As a callback to what Marley said about me, bro. Like he packages opinions right, so these guys can play for that. And I don't think ETH is able to communicate what he wants, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he knows what he wants, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't think Ollie ever knew what he wanted. I can't remember who was before him. Rangnick. He was
goes after him.
Glorified PE teacher, bro. Like
I would actually wouldn't mind Ollie back, bruv. I'll be honest.
Nah, that's wild. That's wild.
That's a lot. But
go on about Newcastle. Go on.
I've always said, even when Chelsea came and played Newcastle, I've always said, Newcastle is a tough place to come to. So teams have to be ready. You need to have the right mental. You need to be able to outwork them at least, at minimum. And from the highlights, watching the game, it seemed like United just wasn't on it. Rashford definitely wasn't on it. And
that's so painful to watch, you know. I don't know if you guys have ever played a game and you just seen someone on your team just walk in.
Wow, I don't understand that.
It's so painful.
What I don't understand is
you can't like Roy Keane said, you can't come on the coach, bro, with me, bro, or you can't chat to me at all, bro.
It doesn't make any sense, because even us as just playing five-a-side, I don't want to lose.
Fuming, bro.
So I'm running, and imagine being on national TV, and you can't work.
Yeah,
come on, man, that don't make any sense.
Listen,
you should hold the bench.
Can you get fined for bad performances?
I would.
You should be able to. That would be great. But obviously, he knows his shine. The game's done. If he doesn't shine on the pitch, bruv, he'll shine in a club, bruv.
But there were too many opportunities for Newcastle, man. It was like shot after shot after shot. It was like, and then when halftime came, De La Strada, as a United fan, I thought, Jesus, we need to get in there and like just wake up. We came back out, it was the same. Nothing changed. Newcastle just continued, and you knew the goal was coming.
But let's have it right. There's nothing you can change. Like what? Sorry,
the thing is, it's not even
ETH can do or change. What can he do, bro? We've not seen anything. We've not seen a team, Man United, going on a break and then him make a big change and then they come out and then something happens. We've not seen that before, bro.
Maybe just try not to lose.
Yeah, I've been disappointed in their approach to a lot of these games, man, and that's the most concerning thing. They obviously the results against the top 8. That's just not acceptable, is it?
Bro, it's the whole top 10, bro. You haven't been able to get a result against anyone in the top 10.
I've seen top 8. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the top 9, bro. Obviously, you make up part of the top 10. You haven't got a result at anyone in the top 10,
that is
bro.
bad. And you're winning record against the bottom 6.
I said what I said.
Well, I know what you said, but I'm just trying to give you the correction.
Dilla, was there any standouts for Newcastle? Or was it basically just a perfect team
It
performance?
was a team performance, but
How was Anthony Gordon? Obviously, he got the goal, but
I didn't watch the full game. But
okay.
I could. Gordon being a typical Gordon, you can tell he's probably
Pest.
shutting down balls, galvanizing the crowd. So I think him.
Livermento.
Livermento.
Just started
So you
since his injury, innit? Restarted, boy.
You see earlier when you mentioned about United buying players from clubs. So Livermento came from Southampton.
Yeah.
You know, so and I think
I think he came from Chelsea before that.
Chelsea before that. But I think he was only bought for.
It wasn't crazy. Obviously, Gordon as well from
Gordon.
Everton. Like, listen, they've collected.
Yeah.
They've collected.
But you have to bear in mind, these guys really wanted to go to play for Newcastle.
If Man United come in, would you think they wouldn't want to come there as well?
Yeah, why not? Livermento went to Southampton.
No, I'm saying the price wouldn't be that.
Quite possibly.
Yeah,
they'd be double the price. We need to sort it out, man. Hopefully, it's just sporting director.
A lot of work to be done there.
Yeah. Jim Ratcliffe actually might fire Ten Hag by Christmas. We'll see.
Has he been given the ability to do such things?
It's taken long, but I believe he does have the ability.
So what is he, a director of football then?
He's like
He's gonna hire the director.
Yeah, he runs all the football operations. So he's like I don't know, like he's the Glazers from our perspective, because everything we see he'll be doing.
But he's a bit different though, because he's actually got a background in like operations management and running companies, whereas the Glazers are just financial guys. Isn't
What is it? Is Nice and has he got two teams?
Ineos runs Nice and
Ineos. Ineos is a
the company.
Yeah, that's his company.
A refinery. Yeah.
You know they got cars as well, and they got bear. That's his company, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he knows how to run these companies in a FTSE 500 way at least.
Yeah. So Newcastle on the road for the next two games. They've got Everton, then Tottenham. Dilla?
Yeah. Should be. You said they're away.
Yeah. Both
Should
games.
be win, but considering the injury record that Newcastle have at the minute, they're still doing well. But I think they're going to run out of steam soon.
Even against Spurs, you reckon?
Do I reckon what?
You said wins, right?
That's what I'm hoping for a win. But I said with the injury record, I think they may run out of steam soon.
I think it should maybe be a draw.
Yeah.
It'd be a good game, you know.
It should be.
Have Newcastle not played Spurs this season?
No.
And who's away?
Newcastle's away.
So it should be a very attacking game.
Well, you know, Ange not going to change anyway.
Eddie
you
will
lot sit back, wait.
Eddie will keep it a bit tight. And then United have got Chelsea at home before Bournemouth.
Are you still confident about that game?
Oh yeah.
What, Chelsea?
Against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Even after Chelsea just beat Brighton.
Yeah, Chelsea look good as well.
Chelsea,
I'm not sure
they
now.
do well against the big teams, but Man United in the big team right now. So
Yeah, but I think they're going to win.
yeah.
Chelsea.
I think they'll be up for the United game, because I thought you was going to beat Chelsea, but I'm not sure no more.
Listen,
I think it might be a draw.
10's got a crazy run. So he's got with Chelsea, then is it Bayern Munich next after that?
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, and then Liverpool. Listen,
The crazy thing about United as well, I think that Gordon goal, I think that was the first goal that United conceded since Phil Foden, which is a bit crazy.
In the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's not that crazy. You don't play kind of shit teams since then, though. If I'm going to be
Still
honest.
though, with a bad keeper and a shit defense, bruv.
No, the bad team makes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Played all the bottom teams. That's how you got that's how you got your best record.
Where you play Galatasaray? How did you feel about the Galatasaray?
I think that personifies how United are at the moment, in terms of how can you go up in a game and then lose, and it almost feels like a loss to draw that game.
I said
2-0.
2-0 and then 3-1.
I said that when Aktoglu comes on, this guy's going to bang, bro.
Onana was on
Slapped
band,
it, bro.
absolute band.
That first touch was nasty, bro.
Yeah. Crazy, but yeah. Anyway, we'll move on from that game. Next game, Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. Saka and Odegaard strike early to put Gunners 4 clear at the top of the Premier League. Strives business as usual with the Gunners, or did they need to score more goals to kind of seal out the game early on?
Business as usual. And it would have been nice to have a few more goals. But I feel like we've been spoilt for goals, as you might have.
Because your midweek was 6-0 against Lens, right?
Midweek, brilliant. 5 goals in one half. I was at that game. Beautiful to witness. Obviously, you saw Killer Kai back on the score sheet again. Obviously, due to come off that watch list whenever this segment comes back into play. And obviously, you saw him do that crazy turn. You saw Jesus in with the goals. Obviously, Jesus has got a bit of a point to prove where he's obviously saying to people that, look, like, he didn't mean that I don't bang goals. I meant that I offer more than just goals.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was still a bit of a crazy quote to read, but
yeah, it was.
We will forgive him. That goal, Martinelli, the goal that he scored as well. Nice for his confidence. Obviously, Bukayo Saka, Odegaard, we can keep going. But yeah, so obviously that was a nice little precursor to the game on the weekend. Obviously, you topped the Champions League group.
Yeah.
Now we just got it should be a routine win against Wolves at home. Away, you might have maybe been a little bit apprehensive a little bit, but at home, considering the last time we had them at home, we smashed them 5-0. Great send off for Granit Xhaka. Still miss you, bro. But yeah, man, nice, man. I was at that game again. I took my daughter to that one. Took Max to that game. So yeah, like, I needed her to see a win. The last game she saw was us crashing out of the Europa.
Oh, the halfway line goal.
Yeah,
Sugar.
yeah, man. So,
That
but
was-
yeah, so it was nice to.
Was that our daddy? That was a great
no,
goal.
No, we're not talking about that. But yeah, so it was good for her to witness us and all of our excellence, man. Bukayo Saka, what a player, man. Obviously, all the stuff that you guys have been complaining about in the last segment with your franchise, your marquee players not stepping up. Bukayo Saka is doing all of that and more.
Definitely.
But his goal and assist return so far is just is getting the hairs on my head. The few that's left, that's standing. You know what I mean? That where I don't know where this guy's gonna end the season. Like, he's looking like he's gonna have an incredible season. Obviously, you know, there's been a few conversations in the group, as I mentioned earlier. Is he world class? Is he not? I think he just probably needs an accolade to seal it. But
Yeah.
I'm certainly not, like, I listen to those that argue that he's world class already. Like, I don't make crazy arguments against it. I just say that for me to
Bro,
argue
he's
it vehemently,
definitely world class, bro.
he's performing at a world class
definitely-
level. I mean, that can't be disputed.
Yeah.
But the
You know
question
why I say he's
asked people-
definitely world class? When you know that other massive teams are hungry for him as well. Do you know what I mean?
He probably starts at every single team, maybe other than Liverpool, because of Salah, and then Salah's probably going this season, so he probably starts at every single next season, should I say? So he probably starts at every single team in the Premier League. He probably starts at every club. How many? Another barometer to measure if you're a world class player is how many players would start ahead of him in all the top teams. And
That's true.
yeah, so yeah, I mean,
Or how many defenders can stop him?
yeah, I mean, there's a good argument to say he is there already, but just for me personally, once he clinched that major
Yeah.
honour, so when we win the league this season, boom, you know, we shouted from the rooftops. But yeah, great goal, Martin Odegaard. I feel like he was back this game as well. I feel
Tough
like
ball to put away first time.
yeah,
That was tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
it was
That was
yeah,
about-
it was bruv, the football was beautiful.
Sublime, like one touch
Yeah,
football
man, it was
you
like,
guys were
it
playing.
was like power league footy.
Yeah,
so
it was
obviously,
crazy.
yeah, Saka puts the ball into the box. It was a decent ball. Zinchenko gets it 1-2 with Jesus, cuts it back to Odegaard. Boom, clinical finish, man. It was a lovely goal to witness. But then Odegaard as well was like, he should have had probably three assists in that game. Like Trossard should have scored a couple.
Jesus had a good few chances, even though he was like
Yeah.
involved in the 2 goals as well.
Yeah, Jesus, like, obviously, like, what he gives you, that's, I suppose that's what he's talking about in the quote. He gives you, what he gives you can't be like cheapened, can't be devalued, but still you do want to see him a little bit more like lethal in front of goal, which obviously begs the question, how do we strengthen to make sure to give our title push some credence? And for me, it's to get a striker. I know we're linked with other midfielders because we've got Thomas Partey, obviously singing along to R. Kelly in the back of his truck with his with his babes, with his freaking Chicago Bulls jersey and his Timbs on. But
Is that real?
yeah, no, that was 100% real. But
No. Did that actually happen? That's all.
yeah. That happened. But yeah, obviously he's enjoying his life and enjoying his money. So, but obviously where like, I feel like you're the greatest asset you bring to any team is your availability. Partey's not giving us that. I suppose there is talk. So maybe do we need to get another midfielder? There's been links to Douglas Luiz, but I've seen Liverpool's going in for him as well, potentially as well. And you know, all this stuff. But for me personally, I would love for us to get in a striker, just for me personally. But yeah, great game. Just to summarize my ramble, great game. I think we saw Odegaard coming back to his best self.
Yeah.
Zinchenko, I need
He
you
had
to
that flaw,
stay
didn't he?
focused. Like, you know, and he was hard on himself. He could see that it was beating him up. But yeah, man, just stay focused, man. I can't have you always like that complacency or that switching off thing that costing us goals. Like,
Yeah. Especially so late in the game, because then, like you said, there was a few minutes left. Yeah, exactly.
And that referee, I don't know what Gary O'Neill was talking about, saying that Arsenal were wasting time, and bro, the referee gave it all back.
Yeah, he did.
He gave it was meant to be.
He did, because I did think you lot were wasting time as well.
Yeah, but he gave it all back. It was meant 6 minutes injury time. I swear he played like 10 minutes. Bro, so I don't know what he was complaining about. But yeah, man, professional victory. Mate, obviously before the other games got played, 4 points, top of the league. Yeah. Whatever happens the following day, we're still top. Beautiful position to be in, man.
Yeah, it was unlucky for Nketiah as well, because he had that shot on that hit the post at the end.
Yeah, I mean, at what point does it stop being unlucky? That's the question.
He hit the post. Like, how long was he on the pitch for?
No, because I was actually having this convo with another Arsenal fan, Otat Raf. You're saying he's kind of a bit of a Darwin Núñez trait as well. Like, there's some chances that you're through and goal, and 90% chance of you putting in the back of the net, and you're hitting the woodwork.
That was a tricky chance when it hit the post. If you could see,
I don't think it was
the way
tricky,
the keeper came out, he had to hit it so. He had to angle it like. Watch it again. It wasn't an easy.
I thought he was going to put that in the back of the net, and I expected him to put it in the back of the net.
So did I. I think everyone expected him to put it in the back of the net, and he executed well enough. I mean, he hit the post, which and I think he had enough time to actually get it on target. I personally think that should have been a goal.
I don't rate the post anymore, man. I used to rate the post before Darwin Núñez just hits it every day, bro.
Yeah,
I don't rate the post no more,
he's taking a novelty off. Even Martinelli hit the post as well. And,
he did.
I mean,
that's true.
Again, that could have been a Saka assist as well.
Yeah.
Martinelli, I need to see you cook more in the Premier League. Like, I got money on you as well, bro. But yeah, I need to see you cook more in the Premier League. I thought he was going to be our top goal scorer again this season. So
I thought he was going to do.
Martinelli. Yeah,
he was a top goal scorer last season.
Yeah, last season for Arsenal he was. Yeah, so I thought it was going to be more of the same. Obviously, Saka's filled in and whatnot. But yeah, I think once that just clicks, I think we could be. I think we've got loads to look forward to.
Wait, what? You think it's a guarantee that it's going to click, or you're expecting it to click?
I'm hoping it clicks. I don't think it's a guarantee because, to be honest, last season one of my wonders was it a massive overperformance from your Martinellis, your Odegaards and whatnot. Hence why I've been thinking we need a striker, because I don't think our strikers are clinical. And although offensively there hasn't been too much of a drop off, I still think that striker takes us to that next level. That makes us a scary prospect for your Liverpools, your Cities. At the moment, I feel like everybody might still, like, if we asked around the table, I'm pretty certain I'm probably the only one that thinks Arsenal's going to win the league, or is brave enough to say it now. You know what I mean? Whereas everyone else will probably put their money on a City or Liverpool. And I think with Arsenal with a striker, I think more people come to my side of the fence. That's my opinion.
Well, it depends on the striker.
Yeah, true.
It's not. I don't think it's that. Obviously, it's your team, innit? So you're gonna be the way you're playing. You're like, there's no reason for you to doubt it. But then with us, we know how long a season is, isn't it? There's trick that it can go either way. You know how it goes. But obviously, if you guys continue how you're doing, then there's only one outcome, right?
I mean, the game at Anfield will be a very big
case. That's what I'm saying. There's big games to come still, but they're not always won at those big games. Not always. I think
for Arsenal it will be.
I think for Arsenal, everyone knows that. What was it? The last 10? How many games was it? 10 or 8? Last 8 games. That was like squeaky bum time. Pause. But you know what I mean? When it gets to that time.
But that's why I say for Arsenal, because naturally you don't need to win your big games to win the Premier League. You can lose twice to City.
But you do lose a lot of mental ground. In those ones, so
you know what I mean, and then for us to then lose to the run of games that you were just referencing, Dre, man, for us to kind of capitulate the way we did, I feel like that doesn't happen if you pick up points against the bigger teams that you maybe should have, like that draw at Anfield when you're 2-0 up. City's spanking you 4-1. And was it 3-1 in the 2 games? Even losing to United 3-1 when you guys used to be like a team of reckoning. So
that's 6, by the way.
But yeah, man, like, man, just
Also,
good being an Arsenal
before
fan.
we round it off, what do you think? How did Havertz play when he came off the bench?
I was off mic. I was saying that when he came on, he was he's battling for the ball. He nearly was part of another chance. I think it might have been a Trossard chance, I believe. Odegaard fed Trossard in. The Wolves keeper was quick off of his line, tightened the angle and the space, whatnot. I think Havertz is warming. He's warming.
Yeah.
I think he's cooking, and I think I don't think we're gonna see this Chelsea Havertz. You know what I mean? He's ready, man. He's ready to come off that watch list, man.
Fair enough.
Maybe you should have let him cook before you put him on the watch list to begin.
Nah, he needed to be on there before. He needed to be watched, but now we've been watching him. He's ready. He doesn't need to be watched no more. Like he's cool. Like he's coming off the. He's doing. You see what? It's not even just him. Maybe Arteta should have been on the watch list because he's the one that was like killing Havertz. Havertz needed to come off the bench and just bed him in. Now he's done that. Look at him.
But you put him on the watch list, right?
Yeah, but I'm just
you're saying maybe Arteta.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but ultimately he's ready to come off now, man.
Cool.
But one thing I'll say, I think don't know what game it was, but that was the first game that Arsenal played the front five that Mikel Arteta wanted, which was Jesus, Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Havertz, and Declan Rice.
That was
that was in Champions League, right?
One.
Yeah, and you can see it flow.
And everyone banged.
Yeah, and as I said, I wasn't put him on the watch, but for me, when I watch Havertz, it seems more like he wants to get onto the ball and he doesn't just want to pass it over like it's a hot potato anymore. So you can tell he's definitely growing in confidence.
Yeah.
And I think in time, with that Jesus, or when Jesus drops deep, Havertz pushes up, Zinchenko slots in that midfield inverted. Then that's when Arsenal start.
We got Timber to maybe come back.
Yeah, that's true.
That's when y'all in trouble, man.
I think Havertz will probably play against Liverpool, bro. Havertz always has a good game against Liverpool.
Yeah, you always say that. Actually, I mean,
he's a pest against us.
We drew you in the FA Cup as well. How you feel about that?
Yeah,
I was happy we got that still, because
is it but Emirates?
I don't care where it is. Like for me, again, I don't care about those competitions. If I'm going to be completely honest.
Man City, Liverpool.
No.
Arsenal.
Liverpool,
I don't really care too much about them competitions, but it's good to play against you lot and fill you out and see how you come up against us. So
quick succession, 23rd and then the weekend of the 6th.
Yeah, I think it's good for both managers to kind of get a feel of each other because obviously the last game was quite a big game and the results of that or the effects of that game were quite explosive, man. So I want to see the game at Anfield, how you guys approach it mentally. And then the FA Cup game will be like a rehearsal for the important Premier League game for me.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Right, so Arsenal travel to Luton and then they play Aston Villa.
Yeah, I heard we ain't ever had a positive. Well, we've had a couple of draws, but I don't think we've ever won at Kennel, or I don't think we've ever won at Luton's home ground. So, yeah, man, we've been breaking all the bad records recently. So we've got another one to break. Tuesday, ain't it?
Yeah, Tuesday, and then you play against Emre, your old rival.
What were you expecting in that?
He's not our old rival. He's our old gaffer.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It'll be like a. This kind of is like a rival now, isn't he?
He got his own back when he knocked us out the Europa.
True. Yeah, he's got a habit of doing that with all our teams, man.
Man. I think I expect us to beat Luton. If we don't beat Luton, I'd be gravely disappointed. Villa will be a tricky game. I think we're
at Villa Park.
Yeah, I think we're away. That will be a tricky game. I'll make no bones about that. But I'm quite confident. I'm literally. I think our hiccups may potentially be Villa and the Liverpool game at Anfield. But I think we're probably going to get tested the most at Anfield. I think Luton and Villa, I think we'll have enough about us to deal with them.
Last time you played Villa, was that where you lot came back at the end and won it? Or
that's the game that's in my mind when
Watkins.
and then 3-2 and then Jorginho got that. Well, I think it ended up being an own goal or something, but it came off the crossbar.
Yeah, I think all right.
But yeah,
good games to look forward to. Last game, just to wrap up quickly, was Chelsea 3, Brighton 2. Obviously, we know Chelsea have been a bit of an inconsistent team, but that grit and performance, is that what the manager kind of wants to see? When they went, obviously, they had the man sent off, right?
Yeah. Probably to be fair. Gallagher's going to be a mister. Like I didn't realize he's been their captain for a while, isn't he? As well.
Yeah.
Some immature.
It was immature. The second one cracked me up because he actually I played the ball. No, you didn't, my friend. No, you did not. No, you did not. Enzo got his first goal as well for the club, and the second.
And
a couple.
He got
the pen as well.
Podcast.
Oh shit! Okay,
I think he listens to podcast Pundit.
He is, man.
As soon as he came under the freaking scrutiny.
I know, the worst time, because we obviously United next, man. I don't want that guy cooking for United.
Yeah, that Buonanotte, he's got a key goal.
Nice goal. Yeah. They've got another one, another gem that they've unearthed.
I don't know. I'm not too sure about. I don't know what's happening with Brighton because obviously I watched them midweek as well, and they got clapped by AEK Athens as well.
Oh, did they? Did they lose that? I didn't watch that.
They got outplayed. They just weren't there on the day, bro, man. Are they qualified? I don't even know. That's another thing. Sorry, we never mentioned the Newcastle as well in the Champions League, bro. What's like? Do they have to win to go through, or they?
Yeah. Newcastle have to win. Yeah, they have to beat AC
But do they come bottom or do they go Europa League?
Europa,
I think Europa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, isn't it 10-7-5-5?
I think if they win and PSG lose, they go through to Champions League. Yeah.
It's tight, great, man.
Very tight, but they've done well. Newcastle done well.
Again, another controversial decision at the end of that game, isn't it?
Yep.
Crazy.
I think that was karma, that one still. I think Newcastle, man. You can't just be bumping Arsenal and then think you're going to get away with it.
But yeah, Chelsea winning is going to make interesting game because obviously United next. So yeah, just putting two kind of inconsistent teams together.
Sorry, I'm chatting shit. Brighton won that game.
Yeah. I thought they got through.
They played shit, but they got a penalty. Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pedro, innit?
Yeah.
I thought I saw him pop up.
But yeah,
man, sorry, man. You don't sound infused about football whatsoever, man.
Not at the moment. No, I can't lie.
What sports you watch in? I think I've
none
been
at the
here.
moment.
So I can hear
Can we have this conversation like after the pod?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, but you guys can you get Europa League?
Nah, I prefer if we just go out.
But can they do it?
I don't know. It was a simple question, but I got so offended by it.
Yeah.
I've got issues. I've actually got issues. I'm sorry.
No, you should be. You lot were laughing at me when we was in Europa League. Now looking like you might even go European Conference League.
Oh, that's crazy.
If you're lucky.
They can't go to the conference.
They said if you're lucky.
No, we don't deserve anything, bruv. We're playing football, bruv.
We deserve to go out, man. We deserve to go out quickly.
So, but what do you have to do to get third place?
So
they need to win.
We need to win
and draw.
Yeah,
And everyone else needs to lose, even though they played each other.
yeah. We kind of need to. We need to win.
Yeah, if we win and the other two draw, do we go through?
Okay,
Something like that.
To Europa League. Or you go through to the.
So they got beat by beat Bayern Munich. So that's
Oh, I didn't know you can still stay in champions.
Yeah, we can. You can still stay in, but
there's no chance of beating Bayern.
Nah, exactly. Unless Bayern
Kane's gonna take this one.
It's at home though, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm sure it is because you lot played them away and you were.
I'll be honest. It's not.
You're right. We are at home.
It's not good for the competition for Man United to be in it right now. We just need to.
It's true. We are at home.
I mean, remember Ten Hag thought the other time you lot won was a turning point. This could actually be a turning point if you were to beat.
If Bayern put some youngsters out, we might have a chance.
If it's at Old Trafford, you got a chance.
No, I don't know anymore, man.
It's still the theatre of dreams.
Yeah, it's
last time I checked.
Let's move on to the next segment now. Moving on to the back pages. This can be a player, manager, team that have performed well, and you just want to give a shout out to them. So we move to Dilla.
Honourable mention to Gordon for scoring again. But back pages will be João Felix for scoring the winning goal and celebrating against Atletico.
He's out for the
Very rude.
He's on loan.
Simeone was pissed, innit? He was pissed.
Isn't there security in the stadium, bro? Should have squared him out, bro.
Oh man, that's wrong, man. You can't be allowed to do that. Strabo.
Yeah, I'm going to give mine to Martin Odegaard just for that spirited performance, great goal, great finish, and I think he should have had so many assists, and I hope he pushes on from here and gives us what we was more from last season and even more.
Joey?
Yeah, I think don't buy anyone else's paper that didn't put Trent on the back of their page.
Yeah, you got to
he's come on like 2 games in a row, come through and then scored some quality goals, man.
Brilliant free kick.
Marley Moore?
Yeah, I'm also going to go for Trent. He just go into midfield. Klopp get it right back.
He ain't gonna.
Yeah, I don't think he should.
Why do you keep saying this, bruv? This is
As a midfielder,
But why do you
I've
assume
explained
this?
what I said. I've said it.
I think Klopp's
as a
got it good,
midfielder,
man.
you've got you see the picture differently.
He needs to go into midfield so all these naysayers can stop their
Yeah,
rhetoric.
I'll
you
have
have to
to see
bear
it.
in mind the goals that he scored, or that goal he scored, was because we went all out attack. We didn't have anyone sitting deep behind him. But I don't think if he starts the game in that position, it will be like that.
But did you see their third goal? Fulham's third goal. You can see Trent running back, and this is when, if you're trying to play a game where you have to be up and down,
running back into
running
right
back to defend. No, he
into
was playing in
centre,
midfield, running back, and he just seemed legless.
Is that the time when he was pushed more forward though?
Yeah. But
As
like
a
I said,
midfielder,
we
you
went
have to
all
be
out
up and
attack.
down, right? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but
People
I'm
need to
sure the
factor that.
other two that were probably
Not
sitting
as much
behind
the
him
fullback.
should have.
No, but guess what? When you push out the fullback, guess how many people are behind you?
Yeah, when you're DM,
When you're
you're
pushing up
DM,
as
you
a-
don't really
as a-
push
As
up.
a fullback, you got all this space. You're
Yeah.
on the right,
Yeah.
and you still got everyone behind you. Now, if you're in the center, you push and you lose the ball in the center, but you get punished quicker.
Right
Come
back's
on,
hard-
you play pro clubs, bro. You know
Right back's harder, bro.
Right back's harder than what midfield.
You're crazy,
But I'll
bro.
tell you,
Harder, bro.
You're
I've
crazy,
played in
bro.
both
You have to,
positions.
you have to do
bro.
attacking offense is way, yeah, it's
Bro,
harder.
I've tried it in the midfield.
It's harder.
All right, we'll keep.
Getting
We'll,
up
we'll,
and down as a right back is
I feel
is
like
a lot
I
easier.
feel like you got more time to chill
all right,
in
we'll-
midfield.
we'll
than you
keep
do
an
as a
eye on.
right back,
We'll
bro.
keep an eye on this one because I know this is a hot topic now. Trent in that midfield position.
And it will happen. It will definitely happen sooner or later.
For me, I'm going to give my back pages to Saka. Again, Starboy performance, just consistently performing, and his team won. So I'll give it to Saka. Yeah, thanks for listening to today's episode. You've been listening to Podcast Pundits. Give us a like, give us a follow. We'll be back same time next place.